basis of his own profile and his merit, not on the strength of the party. I don't know whether you're getting that.
An effort to interrogate what the challenge was. So you talk about Akotombra rice factory.
There's Unijay Garments, there's Springbows Company. I'm still listing a couple of them, say. But this is an opportunity for you as well to also tell us the successes chalked under one district.
But I think that, I don't want to make a blanket judgment on, on this matter. But do we have time? If I want to talk about, Ghanaians, we don't even celebrate our own successes. When I used to travel around the world with the president, in matured economies, Germany, US, the first thing that they mentioned, which they believe was innovative and something that Ghana should be proud of, is the one district, one factory initiative.
I see.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
This you are talking about the most powerful economies in the world. The first thing they talk about is not free exchanges.
Okay.
One district, one factory. Now we are here, TV3 goes round to take,
It's not just TV3, the media houses. And this is the fourth estate reports that I'm giving you.
Okay, all right.
On some of these factories that they are visiting.
Some of them, like
which are not working, etc. So that's what I'm saying that, sir, honorably and respectfully, you are here.
Yes.
You led the ministry.
Yeah.
And the ministry drove one district, one factory.
Yeah.
Tell us some of the successes that you chalked.
But
because you listed some of them.
But you see, very respectfully, I don't think it's appropriate for us to invest executive time to discuss one district, one factory, and all the negative things about the
we have
government.
moved on from the negativity.
No, but I'm just saying that, look, this is executive time. How much more time do we have for an interview?
But this is your record in government, sir.
Yeah, but...
And you're talking about industrialization. Sorry to cut you, but you talk about industrialization in your plan moving forward if you become president. This is key. And so this is an opportunity for you to tell Ghanaians about this record that you hold as a former trade minister now wanting to be president.
No, but I'm trying to suggest to you that if we want to go into a detailed discussion on just my work in the Ministry of Trade and Industry, you need a full day.
We have the time,
no.
Do you have the time?
No, but it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way.
Okay.
I'm saying that as Minister for Trade and Industry, I introduced the most comprehensive program for industrial transformation.
Okay.
10 pillars. One D1 was a small part of it.
Okay.
One district, one factory. It was just the branding of it that basically has given it. That was a small part of it. 10 pillars. One pillar was to identify new strategic anchor industries for Ghana to diversify our economy away from cocoa and gold. Vehicle assembly, oil and gas, bauxite and aluminium, iron and steel, industrial starch, 10 new strategic anchor industries that we've introduced to diversify our economy. I mean, if we want to have a discussion on just one of the 10, I want you to get this right.
I'm listening, sir.
As Minister for Trade and Industry, I put forward a blueprint for industrial transformation. Forget even about trade, only the industry part. 10 key components of industrial transformation.
Yes, sir.
1D1F was just one small component. Another component was establishing new strategic anchor industries to diversify the economy. That particular component had 10 different, I would say, initiatives.
Okay.
One of them was automobile assembly. Automobile assembly. I'm just giving you one example out of the 10 strategic anchor industries.
Yes, sir.
Within a matter of 2 years, Ghana has been able to attract 5 of the 6 global companies, automobile companies, to Ghana. As I speak now, Toyota is producing in Ghana. They are producing Hilux. They are producing a saloon car.
Okay.
Volkswagen is here. Peugeot is here. Nissan is here. Kia is here. Hyundai is here. Hyundai is producing 5 different models. Kia is producing 5 different models. Volkswagen is producing 5 different models, all within a matter of 2.5 years. Could this happen by chance?
So how affordable are these vehicles to the regular Ghanaian?
How affordable?
Yes, please.
As the Americans say, how much money do you have to pay?
Okay.
But I need to work as a young person, and if I don't...
Okay, so I was for me mamu nyina kwaba the reason shows in na Alan Kojo Trematin na say no wa be gate na the media to subject him for critical questions, and we are monitoring things. So now I pay and I was to na say from UTV and TV3 as usual. Already the pamphlet on say Ghana politics do na you read it from book. But so we the analysis I also between in the media. And I was sure say after so or show the resignation letter the Bible and answer be declared as independent candidate and now call TV3 no share the interview no the pain and I say yawa yeah papa Alan Kojicha Mati but that's not the issue. We are talking about leadership, and some of us we think beyond politics, and anytime now what to see a vibrating or media so on our platform this one. It's all about thinking beyond politics and thinking beyond the party. And Alan Chiramaten a key figure. Now you cannot take him out from Ghanaian politics. And in probably were interested. Nankoba be president, and the people are expecting something from him. But based on a small time here, where you say what channel near maybe in Koye on the party and you might be exposed on without the respect to the political career. And you might be exposed on. And Tedibiano. Brian, yes, you're distancing from politics, mere politics. Now, what should the clear analysis and when it comes to the Ghanaian political system, your governance, it tells you, say, your politics and I see a governance system, the BIA is hijacked with a manifesto and I say a direction be people like your politics and Kasana and Tiasie. So, because Uti and Alan analysis when it comes to policies and programs acquire roadmap, acquire policy, acquire a system here. You draw the to like you draw to read it and go in the same way. That's a standard, and so standard it'll be an expose woman. And they we share video ya me boy Alan what TV3 na we share the way Bella Mundi edene corner be person when it comes to the trade and industry. A key critical point in government policies Alan or Brepa was offered to answer some questions, and a whole change needs to be to say we cannot derive our strength too much on who will win or who will not win, but basically to subject them to see the competent in these people. We are Ghana near team here. The reason to share the page and the analysis about the leadership. You can't beat them. You can't do anything to them. The only thing is something expose them, and then you see who they are. It's not about their leadership or their style of being in politics for a long time. That's not what you are talking about. Think beyond politics. As some here can. So when the people are matured, they are wise enough to understand issues when it comes to political issues. That is where they will make a proper decision in terms of voting. Now, the media no interview now when Alan Kojo Chiramaten, we will sit back and then we will watch it. Now, you better share the side of be an NPP, be a YN, bufo, be a when you want a party. Yeah, so you better the voters and you say in some more can the normal routine where you create a group of person more kind ni bia and I say at the end onim the work because Allah na your politics such but I don't know. But in one thing as a political student, minimum say in politics, communication is a key. TNA. Yen we onkofo bebra omonim kasa ye no nipa nature yate ase enkofo be strategic ohwe akofo ado strategic. Life talking in Japan, but they are strategic. But we are talking about communication in government and being you see, you having a tool to communicate project and procedures. So Alan, illa case man who tried the via or bread to suffer say to defend project I will say yeah when it comes to in the industry and the Ministry of Trade and Industry. That's one thing that I learned in China. Brother, me watch China and say, if you don't have a product, you don't have a production. TNA. If you don't have a product, you don't have a production. And the reason why such ministers in the media can ridicule them and they say they don't have a product. It makes so hard for them to defend the production. When you take Alan as Sebia Obefani Minister of Trade and Industry, now January, Obekind the Obu Kunuma Yatin 90s and Yatin Sahano, now all kinds out to say the asset political platform. But on reality, now, Okachan say, let us see one product or produce or product or ministry now. A hard man until one district, one factory in the crown one seminar because a book one seminar. Alan is finding so difficult to even explain. Say and pass it. Why? It's so difficult. And one, they are playing politics here because so we'll keep on going on or explaining the government and name or buying more. It will expose him. And secondly, obe project the government and then it will affect Baumia to show say Baumia are competent. And this is clear politics. So because they beat the minds. They use a political tool to beat the voters' mind. Because in some work on, so one amanya sama say the pass over ten say it will hear Bellamundi find it so difficult to understand Alan Chamaten, and that's why I want to back and forth to interview no more live. And what next now pick points in free one. The Trade and Industry Minister cannot even single out one policy, a clear product in any, but rather beating about, turning around, moving around, and one way to confuse the voters. He's right. Alan is on him. One way to confuse them because moment of body say your production, your product and production, is subject him say I'm for head sadi nechi. And then I can say. Ebre Santini, the we are Ghana, politics. In fact, the entire African continent, a document, and that playbook, and on a rule Ghana, and untina Ghana African economy and Ghana economy, so far economy in the piano is shrinking because we don't have a product, the hack didn't pay money production. TNO, maybe my dream, my critical analysis, and I say, my dream analysis, based on the Omoka children, enthusiasm, any fantasies in the year, what your dear child, we are still complaining. So there's something that we lack as a people critical analysis and critical thinking about a policy and programs or a system of government. Your style of democracy now, develop on. It doesn't go with democracy just support the voting system. But when it comes to the rights, economic power, the economic rights in the system, it looks like the leadership are interested about the voting rights, but process and programs, any strategy to develop a country, democracy didn't come home. Because Obia will build it so-called local economy. I say you're interested in investment, foreign direct investment, foreign did this. Meanwhile, you have no product and services in that country. You don't have a product. Or product it looks like you don't have absolute control. I'm not here to say from the last 10 years, and I am thinking beyond politics, irrespective of my political affiliation. I am thinking beyond them so that if it is necessary, say I should continue to vote, I will vote. If it's not necessary, I stay behind. I stay back. Because somebody I want to play that game now a long time. And me, my trainer, so Obianka, trade ministry, minister, trade at the industry, say your product, na you build a production. And your brofutin TBR. But because of say abrofo style no mudi jaye no style of the governance no you book by book nkwante practical aspect no they find it difficult to explain the practical aspect but on person won't read the see me pay the proper word to give it to them the formula I say it's like the governance system no a formula. It is our formula no they just don't want to go outside or anything, so we are focusing on the formula. And then in politics, they call it manifesto. It's bad. You have to read it the way it is. And at the same time, no, or read it does not meet the practical aspect in a woman. No. And untina, trade and industry minister, you can be asked a critical question, say, tell me one thing under your ministry you can boast of it a difficult, a big challenge for Alan Kojo Chamati, and they know say this is how they have packaged the minds of the voters in intino. Obetimi akacho say or you knowledgeable wako school nti obetimi amba at the end of the day now we be kind brofo na kire ya na so obesoma communicators no ma kind brofo ne de akire ye. So but we are not talking about brofo kind no, we are talking about this. And also we are subjecting it to scrutiny say DNA we him yen hwa de kro no production ne we here fan because if truly more product you have, you're supposed to have a production. So with product you have a production. Now it's because we don't have a production into a product in internet. We don't have a production to produce and we don't produce anything. So moment they cannot tell you the product no and not production no, it makes them useless to the sense they don't fit to tell us anything. We don't need anything. Because anything they are reading to us is a playbook and they call it manifesto. And 4 years down the line, some say they have a proper production. Where is the product? And talking about industries, Toyota, Volkswagens, all these are not Ghanaian production. It is just a suggestion of writing some document, going secure some so-called companies from abroad, come here to take the dollars and take it back. TNU, bringing some industries to the country. Those are second-class production, second-class industrialization. Because bringing automobile from different countries to be in your country, it's just an open door. You are opening your economy to the other countries. That's it. That it's part of the economic management. But the bone of contention, you must have a primary production as a country. If your country does not have a primary production, it is not about foreign direct investment. And I say bringing a company subsidiaries to your country. That's the second type of economy. Second type of economic intelligence. Because you need to open your economy to different countries. Fair enough. Because we are seeing now around here. But we must have a primary production. And that's why it will fall within your industry. So if it is trade and industry, what product do we have? That's the question. What product do we have? Do we have total control of our production? Because we don't have a product, we cannot get a product. We don't have a production. So, Alan Chiramatin, baby, I do know. Critically, it is not about in the party assembly. It is about leadership and their capabilities. And so and you want to pay no one say the party no one may president no one some how. We are talking something beyond on leadership. Send obey president on your president. That's not what we want. We are not interested about obey president on your president. We are interested about what does he know when it comes to leading a country countries like Ghana. And no, I say leaders Ghana for no. We a young person. This is the messages that you need to know. It's not about obey president Kufuor and na say can Japan na ba me be president. Then you betimi abusa no o betimi akache so betimi aye me enhwade. Now, so yes, you see the resources on the ground, and you don't need to tell me. Now, an example is China. Say China catch us our building industrialization. You don't need to challenge China. The resource is proving them right on the grounds. This is what we are talking about. It is not about Chinese coming to tell you there, I'm my way. No, we don't need it. Now, if you go to China and you check you see the world, China resource will explain Chinese. This is a fact. So it is not about Lion Chamate coming to tell us. Well, in fact, when you see kind of leaders, breed leaders like this, the only thing is that they are fine gentlemen. Or a fine gentleman, or be come for come. But a Juma no, you see, be ye Juma never solve the problem in the society, and I say in our country in mono. Minia, kanokore. Would have to 1 people 7 for 2 kakra. To 1 people 7 for 2 kakra bi. Would have for when this 7 to na yam fa in some point ade we say or mind problem in another direction can see any free has say. A then you to meet that problem. Now, before I send you a on agitation, so I say problem when you want party no one. The here and essay account wasem, ye dear here and sunny at your fata. It will your gun near. Don't pay attention too much to or political ruffles no here and there no. And no a fantasy, a enthusiasm. Now, yen share assembly our can was say when it comes to indiscipline, Alan Kase be or be that's indiscipline because yen
I guess, you know, if you interrogate them, you will see what I'm talking about.
The GTP is anchored on 10 pillars, which I've mentioned already. But of course, I want us to go into it a bit further and talking about building a strong macroeconomic environment characterized by a stable currency, low inflation, sustainable debt levels. These are things that Ghanaians want to hear. Because as it stands now, inflation is nothing to write home about. Our currency, one of the weakest. I mean, what do you intend to do to fix this? Because we are in the doldrums
It's very
at the
simple.
moment.
When you have a weak currency, it is the result of the supply and demand of foreign exchange. Basically, that's what it's about. So, if you are able to produce, which is what industrialization is about, if you produce more, then you can export. If you export, you earn foreign exchange. When you increase the supply of foreign exchange into your country, and you also produce what you import, meaning import substitution. Instead of importing rice, you produce locally. Instead of importing sugar, when you export more and you reduce your level of imports, it means that you have a greater supply of foreign exchange. And when you reduce your imports, it means that you are saving a foreign exchange. Now, when you have an abundant supply of foreign exchange, it strengthens your local currency because now you don't need that much of, let's say, cedis to be able to buy one unit of foreign exchange, which is, let's say, the dollar. So the key to stabilizing the currency.
Okay, so now on say Allah na ikasaro asaba me kan ya na wo kan you say when you have a product and you do mass production, that is where it falls within your industry. It comes within the industry. It's industry. Enya di bia o is about the product and services. It's product be na mo produce so and na ye busa say product be ni Ghana ye produce product be. Oko kan abaka you go diamond. We don't produce that. We don't produce it. A foreigners ne produce sadi and it cannot fall within our production. And yet dia. Gold ni nye dia o. Enti enye your production no. This a fact o. Obi catch us Ghana e produce gold wa di agro. Tielie. So obi catch us say Ghana e produce gold or dada o. Fi say because if you say unim gold no enye dia. Ohun gold no nye dia. E obi production. Eye broni production by ye production na ye pen say then na ye betimi Minister of Trade Industry ni betimi aka say ye industry sector ni ade we ni ayo but uja no e book mu asem no mbeka kire ye. And upon long term politics no mo ye no and some mo kan nyina na ye on so wa kan sadi no book mu anto ti alankasa no a say oni akukudro to tell you say it be within my industry and adie we ni aye even on one district one factory no Alan cannot even tell us say production we no my within one district one factory no and on ayeka says when you think beyond Ghanaian politics now abrofo no kwan no omodi yafa so when it comes to our governance system no yempen inform must change it and no say here you see aggressive way to change that style of a school for brofo economy no because brofo economy is to read to the people but when it comes to the practical aspect tell me what you have done in the system no Charlie ukɔhwɛ basket ni mu a ɛyɛ empty. Ukɔhwɛ basket na wohwɛ time na ya waste no a ɛyɛ empty. And until I'm saying, we a young person with your political affiliation, that's not what you are talking about. Unyem NPP in China, unyem this in China. But think beyond politics and think critical. Say, na yebia ya kan ye we ade no so beko abonto na ni ho. Eno ni problem no. Eno bi na 2013 Mahama say or the green book. Ade no we o say book no mu. Sa NDC. Mahama na ade na mo so ma ye na we he o say book mu. Yes, the same thing. So, we end this in NPP. Enemy, Branian reason say, Adia no penny phone, Ubo Viet in Nessa so cost our Viet in be a 15 Nessa so F, you will lead this F. But the Riania Baby system no say critically and practically. Now production almost a year no Chrome ewe he fa because my catcher say. O check Chinese for no home. And you be never catch us a China for industry or more trade and industry and more manufacturing company. And you be never catch. Oh, in fact, Chinese in here so be catch say me factory in the CSA no because oh here who turn on left and right yeah Chinese production is product in the go no because one message they have a product and services. But compared to Ghana and the type of leadership na you breed woman na one more convince you know. We don't have a product. How can we have a production? It's like okoto. You need oil, but you want a refinery. Tio, tono are there to refine oil. Ye any oil by your refinery. Only product by our production. A sham, a fake. To the sense say the cost involved to put the production without product on a corruption, a crime, chronon, and untina up to now. Wọ́n say to etimi kɔtɔ guy crude free baby or baba refine na ne bo cross hiding because in free kronum we don't have a production it work of free baby abeduru no da bia Ghana petrol yes ne boarding but so ja wo mo a the type of political leadership na ye nya no enye ompani mfie so ne ye ka se ekwan a wo fa so wo di lead ye no ebi kura wo fi say right but the style of governance no it does not go well with the Ghanaian system and also the African system. I just want to reason with me as a young African. Think beyond your political party. Because online, uche obi a we trade and industry. Echa wajo kabapa we won. Anka obi na no oh, onhwe se yakọ akomadan, yakọ yesi tomato factory ho ya no ni ntos no mo ye na aban no subsidy de ma akuafo no ho no. Wo mo ye de ntos wo mo timi te ebi a ton of this. One take ton of this no endorsing be presenting no you see a tomato paste factory wo ho aye omuntos ne sebe say nti ye yam e de ku konkomu wo ho government support business e ho na we NSC wo yenko yampa ye beko no obedu akomadan no wo de ye wo e machine twetwopo bi kura so na e yam ntos wo ha e ye example tie ni ye oh uko northern region yakosi silo wa production bi abayire ne nema no ye gia yetimi shepo e de ko other neighboring countries nti foreign direct investment ye kan na brofo a kire no ehun ase ye nie oh e bi a oba the western and then the central and the Ashanti region cocoa no aye no cocoa factory is say na si hai eno na si hai eno yes minister na kire ye bibi ampa wo kaso ade na si wo no ba we die papa Alan Kwadwo Kyerematen e de on bia center no no ena me politics I don't you know a strong man bia me but results no on grounds no point here nye inti as much as some NPP ni no any number be no they are beating the minds of the voters and on qualify so when you bia me send a signal to the young people say ade a woni mo ho better so boka ko sia dance obeti keep position enu ntina abrofo no jasa weird economy and the collapse economical system no edema ye ntino people are chasing their dreams where after school to find a governmental job so that even if I don't qualify I have a certificate to take the job. So the end of 21st century the face of Ghana politics must change. TNE the face of Ghana politics no, it need to be changed. The style like the two need to be changed because we need in comfort they have a track record to do something. Because of say your style now omo ye ne politics no tell omo si ye ne nti no akoye say wo kwa na mesoma ba duru me so kwa na mesoma mbra enye eno but it doesn't matter the why o de duru me so kwa na mesoma mbra otie meba mamintie ala ne belamudi asembo tie nti asembo.
But we'll be back to wrap up the show entirely. It's been a pleasure. We'll be back.
Okay, so omo wie omo live you know, but ye SFs na ye fan and ti ade wa ha sei. Ti ade we wa ha sei. Afi mi wie a ye beba ti ade wa ha.
An effort to interrogate what the challenge was. So you talk about Akotombra rice factory.
There's Unijay Garments, there's Springbows Company. I'm still listing a couple of them, say. But this is an opportunity for you as well to also tell us the successes chalked under one district, one
factory. I think that, you know, I don't want to make a blanket judgment on, you know, on this matter. But do we have time? If I want to talk about, you know, Ghanaians, we don't even celebrate our own successes. When I used to travel around the world with the president, in matured economies, Germany, US, the first thing that they mentioned, which they believe was innovative and something that Ghana should be proud of, is the one district, one factory initiative.
I see.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
This you're talking about the most powerful economies in the world.
And with all due respect to Mr. Kojocha Lanchamaten, those economies now, you know, if they are boasting on something, the thing is feasible, it's there. If you are talking, you reference about China, Germany, it is there. They are not just telling the people, they can boast off to show you say you're feasible. I didn't see one. They have created enabling environment for jobs to come. And who say a woman in a good one ten so no. Opani yesremo first no na mo kan ye tie. Se say ne de ye da ye dwene wo. Eti mo ye reference no ekeka brofo no bomu a you confuse us. We don't understand what you are talking about because in fact utie interview na Belamundi she's so confused because how say a trade minister tell us the production you can't even tell us and you are doing reference say we don't celebrate we should celebrate what we are telling you say we don't see that the production in fact amount of time you are wasting on a production and war we know says a lot of places government now partner with some companies and you see some production fantastic but who check it time now you're wasting one and asem na mo kan in book no enye no na wo grounds no and somewhere a politician they can book no it doesn't reflect on the results on the grounds. That's what we are talking about. And we are young person wo dey for ni tie wo Paul wo dey wo NPP no this ni tie wo and somewhere ya wo kan time wo wasting resources na you wasting no it has to be something is wrong somewhere. You see wo hwa me atie they don't want you to get involved in these issues because the way on be no wo be confused so you don't want to watch it and you'll be interested on somebody fire will be blasting will be and it's easy to listen. Tie easy for somebody to insult obi and answer obi did obi at any easy more than thinking critical to understand policies and programs. Enye nipa nyina na betimi. Enu ntina politicians around the world they are easily to break the minds of voters. Easy because o create scene you a funny panel woman. Now, Mr. Lankojo Chamati making emphasis that's so-called largest economy, no? Yes, so you can point on it and you will see it on the grounds. But ours, where is it? Oka China industrialization, you will see it. They are not playing, and it is not miracle. It is the government support to the private sector. But where there, yet you can't do it. Government cannot do it. All because of the style of governance now Brunei hijacking system, no? And through the schooling system. It will buy one of his playbook formula. So no, it would hear the statement now. Who you be now? We would think beyond them one. Now they to I did there be And the now person catch it. So we all the avenues, but yet you can't create production. All because style now where yet children no internet man behave sana because enya bibia the style na yet children no. Said you brunidi bro for sama children na de nti no. Da bia no you confused into that person must also confuse the followers. So omo confuse yes and you do omachi. And it make us say 2013 John Dramani Mahama the same thing one ala difference be him. Womu nyina Mahama iba ubusa Mahama say NDC na project na we was a green book no printed green book make those times and media and do vimo me am yonku do vimo ne omo makeka me awa mo tawo yami wo mbe catch us a green book masa ta ye book mu ko hwe book wahun eti wo mama sese no so we a young person na wadwinu mu anaho they will continue to confuse young guys and Ghana problem e be left and right we kona we basa but we can build because foundation in nya papa and no na ye take different sides yet we are not following their trend but ye can say not one day posterity will judge each of us say the style no mo ye no o ma confuse ye and they will continue to confuse us with that western style of standards no mo dey politics and that's what mo dey government mo dey develop o man no but brodi ni krom no ya wan first standards ni ho but ye yankrofo no eye aso ye train wo mu ama o mu edwen se asa bibi o ye bia no mas ese wo de okohwe wo bi na yo hwe de ya ka kire no the standard of the say we standard ese wo di we so but sa standards no enya no kure wo grounds wo enya no kure the foundation of Ghana economy ni you're wrong and if a politician comes politician go still omo pre gidi enko ye kura wo based on the way you behave no and the ya results no zero enye and until the man I they say trade industry minister pa will find it difficult to so we can kira say eye we ni aye trade minister o trade dey agradie and industry say a product and a production and then no industrialization you know you have a product and production it is a me say you betwa enkoda pampesa if for within my production because I have a product say me nkofo will consume and I say the enable environment will consume bibia garia we have banche and that agriculture and we have a factory to produce the gari so it's in the industry and say we work our production no you don't need to explain to me. The results will explain itself. Said about Miaka said when the economic fundamentals are weak, the dollar and the currency will expose you. So, and Sauni product and production, the industry will expose you because you will force to read it from the formula to us, and the formula so and you know here. The people that does not need the formula no because formula need the one who say we a technician, we engineer. So you are going to engineer the formula to get us an end product. And now when we ask you say where is the product and service and not the production and production you can't show us based on the time limit, the duration. You can't show. And because what we are talking about say our system of governance it attack the idea and the knowledge of the politicians. Bibi attack also now so now so they must find all possible means to convince the voters. If you can't convince them, just confuse them. And it looks like most of African countries, they are confusing the voters so that you will never understand what they are doing. Think beyond politics. Now, back to the party in Munsem. So, back to the Alan party in Munsem. Every baby any part do a prad biano. Nipa me numi and say a couple position be a prayer. And maybe me interest and me interest, but it's part of the game. So, but the tier say, once there be a courage, say. Kaso na bewu kasa na kaso wan kaso ubewu so Ghana ni kasa munya se ye ni ye hwa ye ho na wedi we gentle and na wedi we this one day one kasa be expose one say nei alankaso one kasa no ye din and na gentility no osofa wonim de ntia me be ka na me bobo video am ahwe na maka asema kire o de say hwe sa wo ba on so entity oba man nyɛ timid enye menka oba ema enka oba nhye emfa sa abro style of gentility no mfa nhye ni mu no no obro ni nyɛ gentle sa by yankrofo no gentility bi emene edu ba bia na afi wo wan ye wild afi no obonani ne so hwe alan what the gentility sa o gentility on akwan a strategy wo mo de na fa so afi na aboni minim ne ho hyehye no now hwade wa asiti ase ne hwe eyawa wadi odi hwade ene ala na ekasa se nansa ka ala kasa say in the beginning anasa wo kan ne ahwe me wo demonstrate me nipa hu se de wote a enka ensamfu bu akan famfo afichiri hwade
elected general secretary of a party charges say dey bo omo say yes so makwa say ana oma go counter to and I don't want us to get into that, but maybe some na make.
So who can ya sabre na kanne bi akwabna di
wachi.
So who kasa
sabre. Come now, o my campaign manager. Come now, me campaign manager.
So adentina na kwabna ni wachi.
Oni machina nya. Sister, where the asma will be me. I'm so kopra akonya ibi.
Because ebinum say sabre no na kwabna ye wo boy. And I won't any fight to say they are working. Intina kese say ugina fame. Now we kuma wo.
But you did it. I'm saying me a national officer. I'm said you say me a party penny there. Till be a party penny. For people are just talking. Be a party penny. Party penny for asemaba. Almost in Konyaka. Me na me be jina na me kade. Undercover, I knew the efforts that I was making.
Okay.
Undercover, me knew efforts are making.
Now yeah.
Kwabna Japan na so enim mpedifo no bebre so nim na say ma be gina ho asemaba sabio your candidate at that time kabi party mpedifo kabi wo mu try so be sisi asem no sabio ansi na omo ka say ya suspend you elected general secretary of a party charges say dey bo omo say yes so makwa say ana oma go counter to and I don't want us to get into that, but maybe some na make.
So
Mr. Alan get Alan koho na ni nyina ye part of the game. O tena asema ni nyina CWA wan kasa afede ne nam. Asebo man fi bo nwun bi. Wo se wo kasa wo be wan kasa so a wo be wu eti kanewu. And in politics wo mo kanewu no this go they were able to take the battle. Eti Alan kasa na wo kasa wo be wan kasa so a wo be wu. Enei I told no answer wakasa. Ene ye courage na ye kasa o ma read this from the people. It is a uni courage ya. Asem bia na asamfu bia na dia for wa fichiri. Ene alankyere maten na amanfo so ye alankash na afedi o se afedi no na pa dead o mo koro no. Ono an party no o mo koro no left and right. Iti afedi na supo ahine no. Nsuo tapo nkyere na woje wo. On say afedi nsuo tapo alankyere matenti afi Alan amay Ghana for say hu another Alan Cherematin within Alan Cherematin. But ye mi sura somebody I reference a kira wo say o kasa we wan kasa so we wu. Enye de obi kana wo dwene hu mo bi mfa ne nsem hu mfa wa fichiri. Enipa wo wi ase no o ma ho kwan o mbema nsu atwi afa so. On enti ensam wa ekodo party ni mu nyina no na woni mbebiri ba because o say me nkasa me gentle and they afede ejana hyehye no iti wahu eduti ya kase we ya mo nkasa o to na mo kasa mbo mo nkasa so mo bewu mo nkasa enti wan kasa ya wa yes ya fedi align ala kojo chiramate afi na wahu se party ni mu no mo nipa bonisico fans e na beje party ni e boso tata tabre na dada bana wo chile you don't care ama na hwede aduru now se ba bi ade na NPP party na aduru no mensa ka odu bi on me be bo video bi am ahwe se no align are resigning omo party no problem se an diversion e ba mu no e ba be ye se no obi on ba be throw shot e dia tribal politics because se no most enkomo ya koso within the NPP staff mpanimfo ne ntam ne say sese party no wo mo je fra santefo ne nsam achemfo na timi aya ama wo ma je party ni fra santefo ne sese ese enkomo ya koso within week yi mo no sese san enkomo na ya koso no asantefo no so fa mo adwen eti ukotie Canada Japan wa shase ye crusade bi mo pay attention and enipa no bebre so just say won betimi asa adwe party ni park akwa asantefo na kanfo no de na eso mo ye ese Alan etimi with Canada Japan na wo mo je party no say ba bia ayina kondo now the northern sector no so no eto no ayo madwen say now it is our time supported by the Achim factor no and to say this is how I help one NPP party him and me audio be one of NPP edin komo baby na ono atwetwe na nakufu adokra na wo kire wo say wo ya na sam ye hu say asay ye din krofo bi ye carpet baby adu ne de ye nso ye be nante carpet de so bi and inipa na make his statement no eti ukotie wo mo trans bebre a obi ba kire wo say so obi say yentoma esremfo de ene me se me kokase yentoma santefo ani problem be ne menya say no kura say party no asantefo no ye yi wo mu face na free mu ana the NPP party no no kura ana or because of the propaganda from the NDC say NPP for use esremfo no o dampi o ma enuntina pressure about the NPP mpanimfo say any by hook or crook we must find all possible to keep break the eight and repeat so that we can stay in government and then bring a nodna so that ebe shatter and the NDC propaganda ne down. Okay, we are here. And common one, I suppose you know me bebo bi akere wo no. Se obi na di san common one Asante Regina anke gabetom. Senka akanfo no bi ne kodi san common one na se asantefo no bi ne kodi san common anke gabetom. But omakodi common wo sirim apagya. Yeah, this is the reason show. Omakodi sa ankomo ni bi wo srem apagya. Na mini interest say bia yes so jagu NPP ase mu ana say that be me say I think beyond politics nti enipa no be come won a we yanso ya pick the constructive we wom enye wo mo no part choka no wasam ne ye kan wa ha but nyansa sem we wasam no mo kam ne yes ye hwehwe. This is the reason so. Obana opa no washe page na my wife. Mr. Wa, ya share page na my. Oba share page na my wife. Ya share page na my na. Baby a Ghana e kono. Say yantwe en wan free sa colonial style of governance no a. There's no way so any leader bia will solve problem. Now, and no na make in discipline asem. Alan Kwadwo Chemate so abo say eniema collapse economy ni kase in discipline arrogance in public sector where employees any women services. O say Alan say enipa na wo Ghana no aso wo public sector ho ne indiscipline, the high level of indiscipline in government sector no ano odene eno ka ho e na break the economy down. So when he talks of the okase a public sector obi a nipa dodo ya ban dwuma nyina no indiscipline as say o man no nyina eno na mo man na pro atete ya bedi sabre because indiscipline the corruption bribe eba eti ede na mo ye o man timi anye bibia de na chese de yakue nim so betima bibi wo de adwuno even meto about the NPP o ba me busa se den no mo ye wo meto about the NDC den no mo ye de na kire se yakue nim no sa de no betima sia no eyede ya yetimi atena se timi ahwe the foundation as the root cause of science discipline na se oman nim ne ma sei oman nim adwumayefo no suban ni attitude bad attitude timi say economy no a eyede ne cause of sad because no professional doctor no betimi asaya there without finding the root cause of your sickness e kire wo say azan wo ka kire no wo boa eti we have the men, big men, gentlemen, and munyamfo akasefo we nyina di anim. Now they can do a research to find the reason why nipa no indiscipline na just say we have a big challenge enipa no yatete wo mo to become sycophants, mediocrity, jokers, concert party, and yesoso dia. As enipa no represented the public sector. And woman dominate the public sector and bigger than the private sector and betimi create no. Now, sa public sector akroso na oman ni nyina dwetire ni ye fa ne de akobo omo ho bra. Iti ala kodwetire mate se ade ba ko a adi Ghana fo hwamo eye indiscipline e wo the public sector. Enu nti na nwuma bebre asay no yate. And quite interesting to the extent say enipa ne indiscipline no then measures and answer procedure process and answer a strategy and yempanifo etimi used to curb down indiscipline in the society, in our society. And the cause maybe person may say, what is the cause of high level of indiscipline in Ghana and especially in the public sector? A school no ana, a training no ana. A system na system na yede titi nipa no ana. Eti aban beba enipa ne gu ho. Aban beba enipa ne gu ho. E na obia ye de ope. Eti oman no ye ka se ka ye ka country anka bi anka ye nka ho ana ye nye country ana. Na se ye country ne ekuro pa de a eti ye leadership cannot and will not find a solution to sign discipline. The Tiana say, one say, so one yabotra, what the emotions be cassetia wonum. But no empha results be ama. Now, who vote and ye bisa say, and the ya witness in now we are sure say the adjuma ye jani in a good politicians who are on betting me a yama yana and neso busa. And your nature says, one team in yadia, and your name we have a certain responsibility be see a bit me a ye. Because say it say your attitude your character no own. That's what more fire juma. We won't destroy the industry and that's how we destroy system no. But see when it say I have a job. Adia me secure madwuma adwuma no was secure no you say you have the ways and means to do whatever you want in the system whereby there's no checks and balance and no one is watching you. Eti ene ya me te office yayi me timi enreche me ne me family a me wie me come si me fie ma to me car me timi kra site up for ban ne sika de akobie me am private business. It is yeyi me declare I don't care a collapse I don't care se Ghana railway system collapse I don't care metro mass transit system no egu amemfa ho comfort not chana any health industry system be as ya me I don't care intention when into wo treatment ya na it will if say o generation wo wealth na wo person create no e bia na ntimi an last for long it will if say the damage our cause so the generation coming and the own you know sa own and in fact we catch us say there be Ghana for the omo hia futu Ghana for the omo hia nsem bi sa omo de bonne negativity ye ni bonne ye kekansem ye negative o de kekansem ye negative no na na ni age aha ni do fi awo passe mo besra wo say wo betunu fo be ka asem say a politician peniem a ye be ka de adada ni pa asem akeka de ye ntie o yate and ebebo agu tiri so no wapampa so o kwan no ye janu ye ya o mo ye kwan no a 2 months na kwan na tutu odi ka na bepom ebekun enya bonsam na ekun wodi ya misi ye nkoso ne ye ntaba nkosa o ko hospital ho no edan ebedwira kun yate se wo se bibia wodi ya mpensam papa bi atie negativity edan bebu na ekun wo beko nurse ni no wo bete etia ho wo besu enko ba bia wodi ye ntrase ne ye ntie ye ho ye hey doctor no obekwa ese doctor ko didi o doctor call lunch obeda ho o maami bewu nua bewu oba bewu na wusu enko ba bia ye ku enim engineers no wo ho indiscipline te no ekwan ne etimi ye na tutu na bosumi mienu wo se wo ye professional wo ye intelligent wo ko school yate na wo namu na wo ka na pem na wawu obewu 77 nkwaso yewuo yate ye ku enim say ye se ye ne abie ye ku enim na wo kam yate wani tu ase posi ni onyina kwan no direct traffic obeka kotengure no wachew no waje hu sika na wusu indiscipline ye kwenim ubesu enko ba bia se wo so mpensem pa ba bia tie na yesu ubesu asu upa asu newu obi amfa wo ho tie ni yo me say ya anhwe the cause the root cause of us aye niema ye na ya find the source of in this high level of indiscipline aye no we mu no a eniema me bo so yi ebeto obesu obi amfa wo ho because wan kasa no wo se wontie mpo bi papa bi atie ena ye leaders no ena ye ni leaders fon o head o chechere o leaders fon head o chechere hwe o leaders ho afon na wo ye papa e de leader ho afon wo attitude boni e wo tiri wasesa adwene na wo ti ye ka kire nam sa wo pesa wo koye ntino wo se fa nkwase asem koso me mpe de o ka de ye peti ayede ani ye de minus o monsa ene ye manyafo no ye mpani vote eso se saga na fo no bi o mtete agro kire no wate ene ye mpani fo fo hwe de wo kire wo corruption adware wo kro no adware wa dwemfi wo pani no visa wo ye papa chen no hwe de wo kire hwe eni pa ne te se wo no akotena soro wo se ono nkoye de ye hwe de wo kire na se wan wa jimi fo makoyi anyansafo so mehwe omo so da tie ni yo wan wa jimi fo ganga omo kofa nyansani se bedi yeso wan hu bi u ba wiase wan bi da empanise no ma wonum takrase ne tubom tie ni ye enuma wonum takrase ene tubom etu no o pasa wo kira sa wo de wo ye different na o leader no so nye different ewe henfa okodu a society bi emu na wonmu complaining about the leadership wa anase womo ne ye ne womo leadership ni nyina pepepa it tells you the level of their thinking and it tells you say they are not different from the leadership why ndo mo ko ho eyemu amusaso ne mo niam a mo ye na mo ko ho because sabi emu agimifo bia no metumi akofa nyansane so omedi omo so ena nyansafo bia so mo ko akofa agimifo se bedi yeso da NC the reflection of the voters no is the reaction of the leaders. And I said the reaction of the voters no is a reflection of their leaders. Period. The emoya mo hono said ye ye ho grounds no e ho enso mfaso ne aba ye twa ne type of leaders na ye kropo wo no. Because what me atena sema ya sema ya kan say the way you look down upon say you inferior na ya dwen ni nyina ko center on a school abrofo sam ni a school sam and so school mu nyansa ne bia boye nti obi she suit or kabrofo yes say nipa ni nyansa and na we di otebrofo and na we di okabrofo owi a ene ene na nekura no tetefo no kwame nkroma no wo no mo ka brofo na Ghana fo no beka so mo nyina ante brofo eya ho hwe de wi na early 60s no nkroma mo ka won brofo no wo de wi na nkroma mo kasa no abira ka nkroma kwara ko bi anto aba mane biu se ne kwame nkroma wo hapa ko bi anto aba ko mo kra ko me ho kra won ho te nkroma type se ya na nkroma sika brofo no de bi wo mo de ye de yensuase de besi akabrofo ne mo yensuase de besi ehun ayade ti we yebetimi yeduru ba bi ni eduru ba jo atrema eti empanifo no ya mo ntie wonum kasa no eti se o koduru wa wan surprise o na mo pay o ma surprise ye dodo tesi amemiti ai obi antimi surprise mi o otimi ya e bonus ontimi nya de onimu wa ye no bibia ni we wo mumu so obi ka to se bibia bi wo mu ahwe ni wo mumu bibia ni wo mumu fi se structures na wo ho no e kire wo resource no structures na wo ka ho asem kire wo no e resource no de be ma no unia don't expect anything e de ya ye beto aba no but hunu se adwuma no wapa ma obi keke eno ano no hunu se V8 na apese obi medam yate obi nya representation say yes you gentlemen and one no munua 4 years 8 years now say ade bi a expect system bin change ya forget you enkosu because o now ya we ye ka kire wo e ma yire mfi wa mu kasa ne de they can convince you yate eno no nya adwuma ma mfa busuafo de nsia say ye beto aso da foforo na ka me bobo table bi but ma mfa nsia e kina mehwe ne ma bi say ya ma boss audio na kire wo e boss secret ensamo a enkofo bi akotena tamale akoka mebo a kire wo ene nkran mebo a kire wo me da so why yeah no share page no like it drop your comments me da say